What's going on, NBA fans? Today, we're diving deep into one of the hottest ongoing sagas in the league, the contract standoff between the Chicago Bulls and their restricted free agent guard Josh Giddey. Both sides are firmly dug in. Talks are slow, and the clock is ticking. But there's still plenty of time and will to get a deal done. Stick around as we break down what's really happening behind the scenes, why this negotiation feels so tense, and what it means for the Bulls' future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the latest NBA updates. Let's get into it. So here's the deal. Josh Giddey, the promising young guard, is in the middle of a contract extension negotiation with the Chicago Bulls. It's not exactly a friendly handshake type of negotiation. In fact, a Bulls insider recently summed it up perfectly. It's a negotiation. That's right. It's supposed to be messy, with both sides pushing for the best possible outcome. The Bulls want to lock down Giddey as a foundational piece, someone they can build around. And Giddey? He wants to stay in Chicago too. But the sticking point is money. There's currently an $8 to $10 million gap between what the Bulls are offering and what Giddey is asking. Back in the fall, reports surfaced that Giddey was aiming for a deal similar to what Jalen Suggs got, a hefty extension paying around $30 million a year. The Bulls, however, have taken more of a prove-it approach, and that approach has roots in how Giddey performed, especially at the start of the season. Early on, Giddey struggled. Defensive lapses led to several benchings. His offense wasn't clicking either, averaging just 10.6 points per game and shooting a rough 29.1% from three. So it made sense the Bulls were hesitant to jump into a big contract with those numbers. But here's the key. Things changed drastically after the Bulls traded away Zach LaVine, and Giddey got a fresh start at the All-Star break. In the final 19 games of the season, he put up staggering numbers: 21.2 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 9.3 assists per game, all while boosting his three-point shooting to an impressive 45.7%. Giddey himself admits the difference was huge. He called the first half of the season a completely different player. Confidence down, aggression down, trying too hard to fit in. The second half? The real Giddey emerged, aggressive, confident, and leading the team. Sounds like a slam dunk, right? Pay the man and move on. But, as with all things NBA contracts, it's never that simple. Despite the strong finish, there are still questions about Giddey's performance on the big stage. Remember, the Thunder traded him because they doubted his ability to deliver in playoff pressure situations. The Bulls didn't make the playoffs either, but did have a shot in the play-in tournament against the Miami Heat. Giddey's stat line was solid on paper, 25 points and 10 rebounds, but his efficiency was off, shooting just 9 for 21. The Heat's Tyler Herro exploited Giddey and fellow guard Kobe White early on, and the Bulls never recovered. That game still hangs over the negotiation like a cloud, raising red flags about consistency when it matters most. Adding to the complexity is the Bulls' front office experience. Last summer, they gave restricted free agent Patrick Williams a 5-year, $90 million contract without testing the market, and that deal hasn't exactly panned out as hoped. So this time around, the Bulls are more cautious, and the restricted free agent market is almost non-existent due to salary cap constraints and fears of luxury tax penalties. There simply aren't many teams lining up to bid on players like Giddey this offseason, which theoretically gives the Bulls some leverage. Both sides want a deal. That much is clear. The question is when and at what price. The Bulls want to avoid a long stalemate that could distract the team and hurt their chances next season. Giddey wants to be paid what he believes he's worth, reflecting his growth and potential. But with that $8 to $10 million gap still wide, and the lingering concerns about playoff performance, it's a tough negotiation to crack. So what's next for Josh Giddey and the Bulls? Will they find common ground and get a deal done before the season starts? Or will Giddey bet on himself, signing the qualifying offer to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026? Time will tell. One thing's for sure, this story isn't over. We'll be watching closely and bringing you all the updates as they unfold. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow NBA fans. Drop a comment below. Do you think the Bulls should pay up and lock down Giddey, or hold firm and wait it out? We want to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more NBA news and analysis right here.